dressed? I'm not. We're D2E. You're you. This is Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney Justice for All. We're gonna finish this bitch.
You're still dressed.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta make me dab, so...
What the
Objection! That was completely off screen. Completely. How's everybody doing tonight? I am Phoenix. Check that out. It is impossible to see against the black backdrop.
What?
My hair.
Oh.
In the screen.
Just lean in front of Jen. There you go. His hair is so spiky.
Boink, boink, boink.
No! Fuck, the stream will now reconvene.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Right here.
Jen has agreed to do all voices. It's a one-woman
Court will
show.
now reconvene.
That's a good judge. That's how I always imagine the judge sound.
I know.
I got that HRT, you know. Okay. Oh my god, the spikes.
Yeah. Put some effort in. Mostly her.
Alright,
Cut a lot of hair off.
you did cut it there?
It's gonna be really surreal because I'm gonna be reading Edgeworth while dressed as Phoenix.
Did you want to switch for tonight?
So, I mean, we can if you want to try an Edgeworth.
Your Edgeworth is so good.
Anybody got any opinions on how we should do
really
that?
don't care, but your eyebrows! I can't stop looking at your fucking eyebrows. I'm gonna have to like put his face inside the the webcam so you guys can appreciate the eyebrow work. So yes, if we are in the middle of streaming, I'm just like the killer, and it's his eyebrows. I'm lost in them.
Lost in the brows.
That's right.
Alright, I guess I'll start with Edgeworth. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. Not sure why we called her back here, but let's go.
A crime she'll never serve a day in jail for. I know how these games work. You like leaned in. That's not how this works.
You have to do Edgeworth's finger pointy thing when he's pointing. Oh, you mean this? The wag. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
If you guys were trying to dress me like Edgeworth, I think my body would reject it. Like, you'd put that finger around my neck and it would just, like, shoot off of me and be like, no.
You have like the thing and then the beard on top.
Yeah.
No. What happens is the cravat just sticks straight out due to pressure. It looks like just someone just tried to file papers in you.
Alright, Jen.
Alright.
This voice is not your voice.
Not my
You're doing
voice.
voice acting. You got this. Look at her and I want you to channel that voice. I wanted you just to say, I understand, I don't understand, or something.
I understand.
Ooh.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You've seen it before?
It's impossible to cut Andrew's neck. He's immune.
That's right.
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Ms. Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Tell us what it knows. Anyone else think Adrian Andrews is the prettiest girl in the entire series? No, just me?
Top 20? I don't know. I don't rank her that high.
I think she's.
Yeah.
A good neck up. I'm not crazy about the outfit. That's me.
I like it.
I mean, I like...
It's weird that it's so tight on her.
I think she's pretty high. I don't know. She's like dirty Samus Aran.
Yeah.
Just doesn't do it for me.
If Samus Aran, if the Chozo gave her library duty instead of warrior duty.
Why is she?
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle.
Of course it is.
If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room for a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the pair. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
Fuck? So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Dude, she's literally Zero Suit Samus with glasses.
Yes, looks can be.
Yes, that is superb craftsmanship.
I would like to be on jury duty if real trials were like this. I know, right? Holy shit.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You can begin your questioning again, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
I'm glad you took my advice.
Alright.
Actually, an elaborate puzzle.
You don't have to read these ones.
Yeah. I know it's
It's
weird.
gonna repeat all the same
Yes.
ones we did anyway.
Puzzle. Yes.
Yeah, the green
That's
text
right.
I'll read.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. But I don't know. I'm sure they would never guess this was a puzzle.
Plazzle.
So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
Cut to the jury where Ernest P. Worrell has ink smeared on his face.
Hula and I just sent each other like 15 Ernest-related clips and gifs today.
Yeah, Ernest would be a witness in a Phoenix Wright game.
Andrew, you've created a monster! Know what I mean? If only he was still around so I could do like videos with Jim Barney and Bernie Sanders and like, know me, So you can take it apart. How would one go about doing that?
Well, first turn, fail to right and then push it
Oh yes, I see.
in. After that, the arms and legs are.
Ooh, this is the most interesting. Avoid his new toy. Like he's 5 all over again.
What?
He's teleporting everywhere. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it.
So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
How do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Bum, bum, bum. Huh?
Hang on.
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. Puzzle in the shape of a bear. So I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
That was a present from Miss Andrew.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Point by point.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us. Elf. It was a souvenir. I said that already.
Like,
I like that was her explanation. It was like, only the two of us knew because it's a souvenir from Switzerland. Therefore, only the two of us.
everyone knows the Swiss aren't real.
I doubt there are that many people named Bear in this.
I know Phoenix Wright is supposed to take place in our world, but their like messed up court system and like mix of American and Japan makes me think it's a fictional world. So I always always had that moment when they bring in like real world locations where I'm like, doesn't seem right. I almost would like them just make up countries.
Yeah. They do later.
Really?
Yeah, starting in game 4.
Huh.
Yep.
But this looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get what's it.
Well, boy. But it can never be the same again, so I'm broken.
Like you? Oh.
Apparently the first Phoenix Wright game takes place in 2016. Yes.
Yes.
It's
It was
the...
written in 01?
Yeah.
And it takes place in 20.
Yep.
The future.
Which means we're fast approaching the dark age of the law. Which happens after Phoenix gets disbarred. Spoilers for game 4. We're not there already?
Yeah. I thought that happened in 2016. But I'm probably
I fucked up.
Can't put things that aren't jewelry inside of a jewelry box.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
Which one took place in 2020? I think that's the 4th game.
Yeah, isn't each game 1 year? I know it is up to
I
this
never
point.
told anyone.
They're each of the ones up to 4 take place 1 year later. There's a time skip
Gotcha.
after game 4.
Stick around with D2E, kids. Make Phoenix Wright games still.
I'm okay with that. I like Phoenix Wright games.
I'm okay with that. I plan to murder you soon. The two of you, huh?
Man, Troop Gamaria must be eating shit with COVID. I know, right?
And of course that means Mr. Ungarn didn't know, right? Good for now.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there's one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we've agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Looks like we're all in 1997 again.
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness. You're the only one who can open this. Please.
I'm fucking old.
Bell-bottom
I know,
trousers.
her
Respecting
pants,
those pants.
the pants don't match, right? Am I crazy?
I know they look.
Alright. So you're saying that those pants, that style and color with the shoes. Okay.
I wasn't
defer.
expecting those pants, but yeah.
Alright.
What you wanted? That's not jewelry.
Yeah. What is that? It looks like a...
You couldn't sell the Steel Samurai pants look very well. Yeah, that did come up. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
The suicide note.
The suicide note left by Juan Carita's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was
every
hidden.
time. His stupid face with that paper airplane stuff. Every time.
Oh my god! Like, that's the
It's
voice.
like, it always makes me think like he didn't notice as he came through the door and walked all the way to that table, and then he looked up and was like, "Wait a minute!"
I like to think that what happened was he was like reading a newspaper or something. He was walking in and he just like brushed her aside, like dangle, and they're
Just
like
yank.
he's walking to the kitchen and her legs are just like swinging. Then he turns back around. Ah!
Celeste, you're not wearing any shoes or something. Oh my gosh!
hidden by the victim, Juan Carita himself.
I'm sorry, I saw Hooligans 9 fucking years ago, and I finished my friend's ID out of a with tape and a coat hanger. What adventure game are you living? A point-and-click adventure like puzzle.
Talk about the longest journey.
There you go.
It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the notes she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Why are you yelling? Witness! Did you know about this?
Oh, when I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the notebook from the public, but I couldn't find it anymore.
It's funny you should mention point-and-click games after last stream. Yeah,
Oh.
we played the weirdest one.
That's
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edwards. Now that the suicide note is found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note? Huh?
That's right.
Ah!
At least that's what I would think.
Phoenix did it good!
Congratulations, you get it.
Biscuit.
You get a treat.
Did you just throw a motherfucking dog treat at me?
I love LucasArts games, but I tried Sierra's and they didn't take. Too many fuck yous. Yeah, I liked some of Sierra's games. Now then, I believe it's only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
Happy. I went through so much and I was gonna burn it for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud.
Oh, I mean. Very well.
Did you just say cauliflower to me?
No one gets that reference but like 3 of us, and I love you for it. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly. Her note left to us record of all that had happened to her. Why is this in here? Not being used and then thrown away by Unguard. Not being engaged to Rita. Unguard's role in destroying that somehow still doesn't make sense. About how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. Gotta love that movie, me too, but
Just in case you forgot the plot by now.
and instead of having me just read the note, Phoenix gave a recap to the player. Like, hey, I don't know. Go ahead.
Movie night schedule when? We got the movie night schedule. Logan Lucky is a
That's
good
right.
movie.
I would highly recommend.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ongard.
Then, what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. Time the murders. Vaughn was going to make the contents of the book public.
It was the summer of movies with Channing Tatum and Country Roads by John Denver.
right.
And Artificial Arms.
That's also
That,
true.
that was also in both of those fucking movies.
It's a better movie.
Yeah.
Do the postmortem show. The ceremony show.
Why?
It was a postmortem show, just nobody knew it yet.
It wasn't supposed to be,
What are you
but
doing?
he was going to hold a press.
My word.
He was-
What? The dog is growling at me.
Can I
She's like,
help?
why didn't you dress up?
Chloe, come.
Has Channing Tatum ever started a movie with Cumby? I don't know. I'd watch it though.
Why is there an asterisk?
Oh, because we are mad at the second Kingsman movie for bringing back the one character. I'll just do all the voices. My word. Matt Engarde values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Do the thing where you let the dog outside and then they stop and like turn around like, aren't you coming? I'm like, no, go! And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they take off into the American comedy.
Rabble, rabble,
Yeah,
rabble.
wait, her killer show. Stop revealing that. Oh, terrible. Why is she embarrassing? I guess there's a slap on the eyes out there at the Bender Creek Stairs.
There is no room for doubt here. Mr. DeKiller's client's goal was to obtain this suicide. Excuse me. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
Seems that we have come to the truth at last.
I forgot to smack the table. That's right. That's right.
The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note, yeah. Maybe somehow I can bullshit away the situation through one of those.
That was already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry.
Suicide note and the figurine, which one should I pursue? The judge is like...
Objection.
What do you think?
They're so vague about the suicide note. It can't be important, right? They didn't even let us read it. Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Yeah, man, look at that lawyer.
Do these guys not know what a defense lawyer's job is?
I don't think the whole game knows what lawyers do. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corita. At the request of his client, of course. So, what's your point, Mr. Wright?
I could probably bang my hammer.
I don't think it's possible that Mr. DeKiller's client was not on guard. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. Everyone else. Who can't tell by just looking at this bear is really a jewelry box? Chances that Matt on guard thought the note was inside the bear are 0 to none. Oh, I didn't do that way. Yeah, exactly. But I did think of it that way, because I'm a smart boy, and I thought it was rather strange. Gone. Ow. After all, there is no reason for Andrew to smack his own foot like that. Why would Mr. Ungard would ever want a jewelry box like this?
Girl showed up for her own murder trial. Yeah, she's just very passionate about the law.
Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Edgeworth, come in. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I did rather well on that one.
Fortunate. Yeah. I think he believes differently. Look at that.
Oh, hi, Song.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself.
Wow.
Hello. Mia was in the fourth one, wasn't she? I remember Amy was in the fifth. Yeah, Mia was in the fourth trial of the first game. Did not show up in the fifth trial. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
What is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Matt Ongard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. The victim, Juan Carita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Ongard.
Oops is the well-dressed maiden.
Hi.
Well-dressed. Order! I liked you investigating it.
You see my badge?
I wanted it in contest. It's bitter. Yes, Your Honor. Don't tell me you do your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. Why am I being so hard on you, Wright? Never this hard on Edward.
I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
Gumshoes, bug sweeper.
I just realized you're dressed as Phoenix. I was that distracted by Jen's outfit. Pretty good likeness, huh?
Oh, spiky.
Hair is very spiky.
Andrew's dressed like Andrew.
I'm not even pulling that off there.
He's got a hat for the Hyrule Warriors.
Thank you.
They were originally the Hyrule Gerudos, but then they changed it to the Hyrule baseball team after some controversy involving, cultural appropriation.
That's true.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
No one in the history of the universe has or will ever say again, someone has to dress like Andrew. Madam Kurt's fingerprints were on there.
I'm mostly distracted by Dustin's eyebrows.
Oh, I live there.
Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Matt Ongard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
He's got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that.
Hey, what was that longer there? Mommy is...
Is that man the bad killer guy?
Shush, stop. Don't look at him. His sweating is just so ew, nasty. Heard that before.
Phoenix,
Yeah, yes, Chief.
have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet?
What I'm gonna do next? Just running away is like a frightened child work.
I know it seems like Mr. Edwards is very close to putting the lid on this, but his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
So when the dog goes outside and uses the bathroom, gets rewarded with a treat. She has her mouth right now. Came back inside on her own, like opened the door, and then just sat there in front of where the treats are. So when I went out to check on her, she was just like, waiting. Like, there's no human here. It doesn't work that way. You're not gonna get it unless I'm here.
It's like that bit from Crayon Shin-Chan where the baby is like trying to look cute for the refrigerator so that the refrigerator will give it food because it thinks that's how that works.
Well, what is it, Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that investigate.
Did you just say it, not make me guess?
Nope.
Give it. Something he should investigate.
You know, it's orange.
You know, your sister is like being kidnapped.
I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded. Not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
I better save it.
I think I know what it is.
To be a man, you must have honor and a penis.
That's all I remember from Chin Chan now.
Alright, I think this time we everything.
Mike's not picking you up.
Ah! I got it.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
I know how you're an objecting son of a bitch. Always with your objection.
He's so objectionable.
I have 3 o'clock tea time. Feel free to cosplay as me. We'll take all you cosplayers. Just come to our, humble studio. We'll figure it out.
In a trailer in rural Maryland in the woods. We promise we won't stab you.
Figure out what is Sylvia's look. Or should I let it go?
This is something that Edgeworth had at the time, and I believe it's this.
You could do gumshoe.
Yeah, you just gotta put like a bandage on you.
Gotta
Make that
tweak
big
my
mouth
beard
face.
a little
Hey!
bit and, myself a nice black robe. I have an objection, Your Honor. It's a good one. Really good.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
How's that, bitch? Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor.
I've sounded desperate the entire time.
Ah, jeez, you think I could be Will Powers?
Will Powers is just Wreck-It Ralph.
I know. That's how I feel.
Ace Terry group cosplay when? Whenever you like.
In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
You could have said it to the judge, lady.
Nah, bruh.
So you're telling me that I forgot something?
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, you're close. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence that I'm pulling out right now.
Oh, is that what you think? Because if that's really what you think, then I have something to show you. Something that may shock and discredit you. And that thing is as follows. I'm not wearing a tie at all.
Ooh.
How come Edgeworth doesn't get penalized for making mistakes? He does. He gets a pay cut. It's just off screen. He doesn't get a health bar. He gets a pay cut. He's a government employee.
Yeah, they suck.
All right. It wasn't that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed, but I think the item that should be examined is the defense's gray matter.
Oh, snap!
Whoops! Humana. Mr. Wright, after this trial is over, I'd like to see you in my chambers. I think there's a few gavels need to go upside your head. Yes, Your Honor.
If you're going to speak, at least use your brain to make up something intelligible. So you're telling me that I forgot something. Alright, let's give this one more shot.
You're so close. Should Dustin just reload the game?
I'm gonna reload if I get... like,
Alright, I understand.
Nope, it wasn't that.
I don't know.
I thought it was because they said that he had the chance to look at the item.
Who's
Who's playing? I'm playing.
Bear is playing.
Bear is driving. Oh god, how can this be? Okay, save
I
here.
appreciate that. Stay low.
Alright. So it wasn't the spy camera and it wasn't the transmitter.
Green again?
We haven't done anything.
But it's like the implication is that he was in possession of a thing earlier and didn't look at it thoroughly enough. It wouldn't be any of this shit.
It's turning back.
What have you presented already? Just the camera and the transmitter we've presented already. Tiny bear?
Dude, my little fingers. God.
Nope. Boom. See if it's the suicide note. Yeah, it was it.
Alright.
Loading back up.
I want to see the wrench this game makes for that to
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense there.
Yeah.
the fall. You could have just told me. That is, this impacts his suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note wasn't found inside this bear.
Oh, I see where he's going with
That's
it.
why I was like, really? But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting...
Mr. Wright,
So
you,
loud.
are you saying the suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ungard. Just to say you said... The camera switch got you, didn't it?
It gets me every time.
The game is just that dynamic, you gotta understand.
There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of
Who's to
movement.
say you did create a fake suicide note and put it into this bag?
How dare you?
How dare I indeed?
Oh man, we're just abusing the mentally ill all over today. Just more of that. Scared the dog.
Like, what happened? happened?
It's like, what I do?
What happened?
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again.
I'm discriminately doing it.
There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
It's you. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could have solved the puzzle is the witness herself. Your glasses explode. I love that animation. Yes, Andrews. You wrote this note, didn't ya? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Mr. Ungard.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, I bet you wish you had sleeves on right now.
Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. I love the cosplay. Working on it.
Yeah, we just need like a dark bathrobe and
That's
you can just be
right.
the judge.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I shaved my head and everything.
Hey.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note? I can confirm it's handwriting.
There is some handwriting.
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. Just gritting his teeth the whole time.
If that's the case,
Gonna need another day.
it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
Well, Palpin's a nice touch. Thank you.
He
It's my
sent in all the box tops.
It's my attorney's badge. I show it to everyone I meet. That's impossible!
This is good, Phoenix.
One more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
Not a cheat.
I don't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate handwriting. Oh,
Handwriting analysis is my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time.
that guy is guilty. Look, hey, I can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty,
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 guilty, guilty, guilty, guilty, guilty, guilty.
Hang over the cross. What is that sound? It's Gumshoe! Hello, Gumshoe! What is with him? And what's with that sign? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on with you?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
Terrible.
Oh, you can hear it? Better put it on speaker.
I'm gonna keep looking for him, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
But
Don't tell me we don't have any more.
guilty, 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 guilty. Wow, that's a lot of guilty.
You guys on speakerphone? No. Damn, they're loud. So it's trial's not going well, huh?
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't for us to come this far and oh!
What are you what is this? Like, the phone is like on the table. What? What is it?
Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that. You'll see all my text. Mr. Wright, would you please get a fucking hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. The Edgeworth, catch!
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yeah, hold it up. Come on.
please, you got to buy us some more time. Court is in session.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying?
I hope you guys appreciated my TV remote cosplaying as the Nokia phone.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day.
Didn't even return him his phone. Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth? What is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
This Steel Samurai ringtone, where did you get it? I must know. Do you use Zedge?
Yeah.
Which definitely exists in this timeline, in Japan, or wherever we are.
They also got Crazy Frog.
Notice this lock screen. Picture of me in the bathroom.
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
Can you really obtain the results in 30 minutes? It's a dead person's handwriting.
I believe we can, Your Honor.
Did you get a fax machine over there? Like, what did you plan? Wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and reconvene tomorrow?
Handwriting hut delivers in 30 minutes or less, or your money back. 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Oh no. Please, Your Honor. Very well. The prosecution's request, the court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure this is helping or hurry. Definitely helping. The court will now take its final recess of the day. It's like 10:45 a.m. I got places to go. Okay, go for it.
Right, well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
Thanks for helping us, Dick, by fucking hanging up the phone. The killer, it looks like you got away. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time.
Report! Ah! Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out! Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things.
Can we use any of them as evidence?
I thought you would ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now. I'm a policeman.
Sounds bad. Yeah, I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
What are you gonna do, fire me? With my hunk of junk car, I say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. All right, just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one! I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Your Gumshoe over the phone. Yes, I'd like one coffee. Adam's left by the murder. Huh. Maybe there's something among them that's enough to end this.
Hey, what's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me. No one can stop me.
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
How bad of a car accident do you have to have your phone break? What was he thinking?
Because he hit a grassy knoll.
Oh, damn. We've got to hurry and call for help. Quick, get Gumshoe on the line.
But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! Can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Ghost of Gumshoe! Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get in an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? Well, is there, children? Please help Dora. That's right. There is a way.
What? How?
Magic or something. Sure, we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is using.
1000%
Is it that?
Right?
That? Put it into the camera. It's a knife.
We can't let the police take the evidence. Only a person of the law would say that.
Guess that's
Pearl. Right, we're not in the middle of a mock trial here.
Yeah, I guess this won't.
It's up to me. All right, I will think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best.
There's something wrong.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. That's why I'm a lawyer.
I may have fucked up.
I know my client is guilty.
Was there a right answer to that, by the way?
The excavator. But what I'm doing now is now I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and the evidence to do so. Might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. I'm gonna say.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
Verdict.
Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. I'll probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. The right answer was Francisca. She was the one who had a tracking device on Gumshoe. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. I don't blame you for not thinking of that in a really long time. Yeah, because that was like several weeks ago.
From like
I don't think it actually matters.
no.
Alright. Do it.
What will not really compete? I assume both sides are ready. No way, Honor! Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
That is, it's nothing.
What's wrong with Edgeworth?
Like something unexpected.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, could you please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note?
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
What? what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Miss Impacts herself. It is a fake.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? This was not written by Miss Impacts, and who wrote it?
We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Carita.
Mr. Carita?
Oh well. Looks like Miss Impacts never left a suicide note after. Never wrote anything about it on guard.
You jumped to a lot of conclusions there.
Nothing. Never wrote anything ever her whole life.
In fact, she was illiterate. Made it very difficult for her to get a job as a manager. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. Ongard could not have known that, and so that fact remains unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
That does sound very plausible. This theory that Ongard had no idea the suicide note was fake. It seems a little wrong with it. I don't think we're there yet.
Well, then, if that's the case, why would he be spying on him?
Oh yeah, there's other.
He had no idea. And that's just how he spied on her. Let me see if I can back up.
The defense believes the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. Everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true. And it's possible for Miss Ungard to not know it was fake.
Oh, yeah, the photo.
Is it?
We signed it. It's our handwritten.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you're responsive.
I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the attorney's badge pinned to that man's chest is real. That is the million-dollar question.
Yes, I agree.
Me too.
Wow! Yeah, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that Dustin made a mistake there.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just gonna load and not present evidence.
It's no use. Actually, there is something I would like to ask. Mr. Edgeworth, you had to... I don't know why I that complete. It was like, you had to steal something. I'm like, what? You had stated something earlier to the effect of, the defendant had spied on Mr. Kurita's private life. I believe that this would mean that he would have known about the note as well. So that's it. Yes, so naturally, this means Mr. Angard would have known that the note was a fake.
Okay, so it was the camera. Ugh.
Thanks, Judge. Order. See here, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I was the one who thought of the spying thing. Jumping in and stealing my thunder like that is simply... I can't even describe it.
You know what my job is? Do you know what your job is?
Yes, sorry. I could have even bragged about embarrassing Mr. Edgeworth to my grandchild, had you not. For that, I assign you on the penalty, Mr. Wright! What? If only I kept my mouth shut. That boots I had. So then, the defendant knew this suicide note was a fuck. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. My grandkid's gonna be so impressed.
He's being a real fuck you right now. Yeah. Like, I got punished for not presenting evidence much later. While it lulled me into a false sense of security.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Guard's motive for murder was... It has suddenly disappeared in thin air.
But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Angard monitored Mr. Kurita 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Angard didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? I wish I acted like this all the time. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, this fucking look. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Angard's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. That's what you do.
However, this witness is a little unusual.
Edgeworth's stuttering. That's not like him at all. Unusual? What sort of witness is this person, Edgeworth?
This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the Killer to commit murder.
Bethany's plan for Cross S5? That's impossible! Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, who is this witness?
The ghost that never lies.
It better not be a bird again.
It's
Yes, go on. Who is it?
the man himself. Mr. Shelley the Killer.
Oh, Mr. the Killer.
What?
Wait! Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer, or, the assassin?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here? Can I get his autograph? To the witness stand?
He's passing out cards if I remember correctly.
Ooh.
Although it will cost you quite a bit. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Alright with you. Do I have a choice here? Can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if this is really, right to do this.
Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us?
Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelly the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say! What is going on here? That's not a man at all!
Your Honor,
How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio?
actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. Daykiller will testify to this court.
This must be what the urgent phone call you got was about earlier. Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. I can't hear this weak shit. First of all, you can't even be sure this is really Mr. Daykiller himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelly Daykiller.
Gunshot. And guy just ah!
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry!
Maya!
Maya!
Oh, Maya, you sound different after 4 days of being kidnapped.
Dying.
So we promise not to trace it. Wink.
Exactly. Voice, Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events.
I love it when Phoenix Wright music gets all jazzy.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Well, doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances.
Now then, witness. There is one thing I'd like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what will that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream. Shelly the Killer, gonna say. And we're all loving the music. Appreciate that.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between the client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Killer seems to be a very, clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
He sent us a radio to ask the radio to testify in court. What do you think? While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, because he is, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
He may be a murderer, but at least he's no hypocrite. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing?
I just keep thinking about the Meet the Sniper video from Team Fortress 2. I'm not a crazed gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. Well, the difference being one's a job and the other's mental sickness.
Put Mama back on the phone.
Put Mum on the phone.
It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, you ready to cross-examine the radio? Yes, Your Honor.
No way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected.
Dun dun. Okay.
We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients?
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Otani. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
No. Sorry, go on. Well, if this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. That's only because you know about my situation. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
That is why you're testifying in this matter.
This is the first time one of my clients have ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yeah?
that person wouldn't be my client for very long.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
They would certainly...
That's enough. Please, no more. Your radio.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. Gotta go through repressing
That
stuff.
seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell the name of your client. I would think this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Their role?
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything. Judge better watch himself.
And if you're trying to kill me, I'm clean shaven and I have a full head of hair.
I understand, so please tell us the name of your client!
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Ah!
I still have a few things to say before I do.
Go fuck yourself. Maniacal.
It's not good for your health to be so aggravated.
How do you know?
You won't live very long if you let everything bother you.
I was thinking that. How that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. They care about all the extra fluff of the COD game. Please read this line yourself. Just tell us the name already.
Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand. Seems very steadfast and close. You're gonna have to work to get him to talk.
I'm his therapist, you know. They have ways to make you talk radio.
Alright, trust between a client. Okay, trust between a client and himself. I think the symbol of that is the calling card. I think I have to present the calling card here. Yes. Nope. I was wrong.
I'm guessing because you know when you pressed it, it got into like he broke or they broke the rules. I think that what they're trying to get you there is to lead that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll be like, oh yes, that is how they broke the rules. Now I shall tell you his name.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're going for.
I see. So,
Yeah. I said they the first time and then I fucking trying to be gender neutral and I screwed up. I think that might be a little too simple.
That was
well, the killer didn't do anything with any of this.
yeah.
Oh! This camera. Damn it, game! You know I'm right. Fuck you.
Well, it's a bumble fucking time.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I thought it was the card because that's the symbol of. They explained that earlier.
No, I think they're, like I said, I really think they're going after the
Okay.
He said frames.
Yeah.
like,
Well, he's. Well, I know where this is gonna go.
Yeah, we just have to get it there.
Yeah.
What's the best way to get us there? Go
Um.
ahead and click through. Broken the rule.
Here. Oh, it actually
Ah,
changed.
Damn it! It's
We
just
just
one
had
of
to-
those ones where you just press everything.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Press everything, and then come back and press this other statement again.
Fair enough. Okay. I tried to get this last time we played. I'm gonna try it one more time, and you're gonna ignore me because you like to be more efficient.
No.
than
No.
me.
I pressed
No, I
every
understand.
single.
I think from now on, you should always press every statement unless there's a penalty in order.
Yes.
No matter how mundane the first statement is.
I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. It was
Well, no, you jumped ahead and then you jumped back. That's what you normally do.
That's what I normally do. I didn't do it this time. I
Yeah,
went through it, all of them in order.
Okay.
He did. Had to press
So you
twice,
started
I
with the
guess.
fourth one.
Nah. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
That's why you feel you can betray this person.
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
He's just getting
P.S.
better
Dustin,
and
fix your
better.
tie. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think. Really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we're ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I am here today on this fitness stand. Now then, I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client, don't you agree?
What is it? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness,
Name!
what is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? That person's name is... Adrian Andrews. Witness! That's not who you told me it was earlier.
It's funny,
Bitch, I
eh?
lied.
Yeah. that fast?
Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews.
What?
Mate.
This can't be on the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. Killer just stabbed Mr. Edwards in the back.
Sweet. That's Edwards in the back.
I'm sure in order to get an audience to support, Killer told on guard pass.
Yeah, I knew it.
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you were the one who summoned this witness.
You, Shelly Day Killer.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is met en garde, am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal. Okay then, very unsuspicious.
Wow. All of a sudden, we can actually win this.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead
Stupid friggin' cheat in the bag. No, I should have gone for the bigger butt.
provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility that the defendant himself knew it was a fake. Most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. The client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all.
No.
All this evidence, it is obvious to me that Mr. Matt Ungard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going on, guard found innocent. Maybe our last chance. If Maya.
Yeah, but Edward is right. The killer is alive. And Ungard, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this? I know. I'll pay the killer to kill Matt Ungard. Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Happens a lot, actually.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question.
A little flustered there, are you, Edgeworth?
Ow!
I'm not good at talking over the telephone. Shelley Day Killer is certainly lying under oath. The most serious crime this person could have ever committed.
What did they do? Put the antenna on the Bible?
No, they shoved the Bible in the radio.
Has the killer ever visited Bikini Bottom?
It wasn't me.
That's your emotional outbreak. It wasn't me.
Everyone, please. That testimony just now, it was all one big lie.
Yes, Rose.
Suicide note may have been fake. But that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death. It's all because he pulled me in Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now. You have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. Has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. You know, you tried to frame the person, the knife, the button, the dressing up as the Naval Samurai. Kind of a shitty person.
But that's a normal Tuesday night for me.
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impacts was a large part of your life. There we go. You wanted to follow her. You wanted revenge against the herder. You have plenty of reasons to put them both.
I know. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please help me.
You're still guilty of a lot of shit, lady. Yes, I know the truth.
How much was it implied that she was gay for her? I forget.
I don't think really at all.
In the American version, not at all. Maybe it was. There were some hints in the original.
I mean, it was always just like a professional, like look up to you / friend situation.
Yeah, it was a
Slash that weird. I mean, this is like an anime trope where like someone.
senpai noticed me.
No. I meant like more of she hung herself, but it was these people who murdered her, and like we are way down that road to an insane degree.
That's true.
Where there's no like self-responsibility on that at all or anything else. No, you killed that person by not being there at all when they died, you know. Dang it, roll buddy, kind of thing. Yes, Your Honor. Not at all, Andrew, dude. I have no idea. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. Take the not guilty verdict. Save Maya. Do I throw the hands away and wait for this new evidence?
Gumshoe dead.
Oh. Yo, the gumshoe is dead, man. What am I supposed to do? What am I fighting for?
Phoenix.
I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept a not guilty.
You're a lawyer.
You're a dead lady. I know, but Madame Guard is a killer. A murderer! 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 I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I know better than Madame Guard. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
It's so cold.
If I do
My elbows.
And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that we've been talking to ourselves for a long time and no one's questioning us. That it's because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Ungard convicted so many times over. But he never took a single one of those chances. Take this verdict right now. I betrayed his trust.
Which is not how this is supposed to work.
Trust. Thought about it. I trust him.
Because you love him, Phoenix. Yes, you do. Because you love him.
No objections here. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. I love him! The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKillor. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Okay, now this is explicit gay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I am super gay for... Phoenix is super gay for Edward.
Right?
But, the witness has cleared your client through his testimony. The job here is done. Yeah, I'm not done yet. Every witness implies and find the truth is not my... That is my job, Your Honor! No, the background. The more evidence, the luckier. And I'm sure that once this meeting, I'm here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. Yeah! Very well, this trial will continue. Edward, please re-establish connection with DeKillor.
Right away, Your Honor. And before the miracle never happened. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk to you a little more. About. All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about? Usually done.
We usually don't bring a radio to testify. Although a parrot that one time. But that was my deal.
But, what should we have him testify about?
Mr. Daykiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime.
This is highly unusual. I'll allow it. Or, better yet, Hooligan, you better be going somewhere with this.
My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead.
Sorry, should make an earnest reference. It'd be beautiful.
Next day, they take the jury to the crime scene.
Field trip.
But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and bottom. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Phoenix gets swapped with a doppelganger in jail. Look, you gotta understand, there is a Phoenix Wright doppelganger in the third game. That happens.
Oh boy.
His name is Waki.
Walkie.
His name is Waki.
This is, the most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now! Can't wait till my grandkid hears about this. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. Objection! Fuck.
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
Waki was for the 4th game, you dinglord. Oh, no. Waki was the other kid. I'm thinking of,
The defense would like to point out Satanga's great use of Dinglord.
Yeah. Waki was the kid from the 4th game. I'm thinking of, crap! Tigre! Yeah. Rubio Tigre?
Tigre.
Yeah. We still have the cross-examination to do. Furio Tigre.
Question testimony like this?
Furio, no less.
Who are you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. I have a choice here.
There's something in the oven.
No, but
Okay.
Come on, Jen. Stretch voice.
Huh? Why?
What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then...
Then I'll expose the lies in that oh so beneficial testimony, I suppose.
You're good, Phoenix. I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes 2 of us, Scoob.
Phoenix Wright scared stupid.
What is it, Mr. Wright? I'm pressing the wrong way. I'll turn off the radio. It might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness. About requesting a hit.
Yes.
Like $75? Yeah. How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trials.
No, I'm not thinking that. Mr. Wright. Yeah. You wanted to kill me. You wanted me dead, don't you? What? Why would I think something like that? Your Honor. Guilty, Mr. Petersbury. You are hereby declared guilty.
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? I love that he's still like 100% straight faced through this. I love it. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not?
Well, I had fun. I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah, well...
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
No.
Literally not.
That goes without saying, Mr. The Killer.
It doesn't! Fucking anime, man! Anime was a mistake! Every time!
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my clients this time thought that they could run away from their guilt.
Boss, that's right, son. Anime is real! Are you talking about Button and the knife?
Yes, and my business card.
Oh, this guy.
So that no one has to waste their time, including the police, I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
Trying to make things easy.
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out this service.
Put it to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight. That is something I cannot overlook.
I hard to tell these people who's full or not without him being here.
No one's ever lied over the radio.
How could they?
And most clients wouldn't do such a thing.
That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you I have no intention of using your services ever. Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here? From the very beginning.
That is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true.
That's odd.
I think I have to present evidence here, guys.
But I'm gonna keep pressing. Because I just like doing his voice.
So why do you think your client did that?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. And why would someone who has requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true.
I assume it was probably done to frame Mr. Angard.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible.
Eh?
My job is to kill. That is all. And to leave my business card behind, naturally. The business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty.
Okay. So, the guilt stays with them. They're the ones who are responsible for murdering another human. But also, put this business card here so they won't be accused of killing someone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall.
And that's why all you have to... And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
As in, you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the false successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine, really. Are you really now? I wonder what kind of man the judge thinks I am now.
I would really have liked this to become a plotline later in the series. It isn't. Doesn't he show up in Ace Attorney Investigations, that Edgeworth spinoff?
I don't know, maybe. We'll get to it. Who he's gonna prove?
What are you gonna do now, Phoenix?
Murder people. No, all I can do now is expose the lies. Racist plan out across the new horizon.
That's true. However, you realize that would be very bad for our client, right?
I'm so confused.
Phoenix for next Dread Pirate Roberts.
One thing I know for sure is where I'll end yet.
Okay, so I need to present something here. Because she didn't know from the very beginning, and we have to prove that. Yep.
Thank you so much for taking the by Mr. De Killor.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
Oh, that's right. I'm doing the thing with the puffy chest and the arms on my hips. Full on. When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room and dropped the Pro Controller. Your client had no idea Mr. Juan Carita had been murdered. But how? How do you know that? How? From this wine glass, Your Honor. This? Mr. De Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Carita had only fainted. Hey, this glass of good juice for the victim. Isn't it just part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? That is not possible, Your Honor. The glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would have never left their fingerprints behind. Oh, I like the dang it got a bathroom. They're so engrossed in our screaming. I need to put it on your phone so you can take it with you. I see your points. Mr. Andrews, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
Yes, you do.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Carita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. How strange.
Yes?
Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Taylor figures out what we're up to. We're in real trouble. You know, Maya's in real trouble.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, yes, that's right, the evidence. It's right here. Look at this thing that is the evidence.
I see, that's pretty decisive evidence.
Aha! But wait, I've noticed a flaw in this evidence.
Oh my!
Just like they're just describing a thing without describing it.
If I wasn't in the court, I'd have to come down to the courthouse and take a look at that evidence myself.
Sorry.
Whoa! That was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Shut up, Judge!
Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well.
Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. Know the very outcome of those items.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes. Yep.
Probably serious. You physically note your client. Huh.
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
How we say?
A week ago? That's like 7 days. I knew it was going to be something really stupid. A week ago, are you sure?
Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind.
Please, stop!
In any case, my client has this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
Date and time.
How many hours in a week? Minutes? Seconds?
You ask why on that specific night?
No. I try to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh? What are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear!
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrida's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
Must be talking about this bear puzzle.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference after all.
That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would have not have known where that bear figurine was.
Alright, son, we'll see you in a little while.
Very important.
Testimony just now has made one thing clear. And that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Why isn't the orchestra playing my theme music? Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Moving right along, thank you.
You've physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was a brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle.
What color is her hair?
I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye.
Oh, Mr. Wright, was testimony just now of any importance?
Yes.
It's all so important.
Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. D-Killer had met his client before the murder, it's unlikely he is mistaken. You're saying the client was really Adrian Andrews?
Yeah.
I guess so.
You see, it is just as I said.
I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Carefully and relax.
Everything. Now then, would the witness please continue? The client was Adrian Andrews.
That is correct.
If they did, then there shouldn't be any further testimony. This time around.
Have to draw more information from that. You should be able to find a flaw in his testimony.
Kind of delicate.
Yes, we've pressed all four this time. I'll press this one again. Let it go.
Probably just my imagination.
Yeah. What was that? I thought I could have sworn I saw something.
Can we believe that your testimony up to this point has been reliable?
I'm gonna try to like do the thing and then like not press further. Okay. Press this one and press further again. See if that does something. Very important. Like, I know what I have to do because he doesn't know what Adrian Andrews looks like. But, like...
Does he even know what she Chavez looks
Adrian Andrews? Why do you look like Adrian Peterson?
like? Wow!
He was a football.
Is a football. Oh, go.
Is he still on the Vikings?
No.
Okay. He was on the Vikings last time I heard him, which was
Lions.
a while ago. Like, I know this is the thing. Again.
What do we do? Messes up her pronoun.
Oh, I see. Oh, he refers to Adrian as he at some point. What? Oh, maybe this is it.
Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That is when I thought I can trust this person as a client.
What they say
Yeah,
about
that's it.
talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, we had to thank Hooligan for helping us out there.
I knew that was it. I just didn't know the order of the forks
It's
to.
a really Bethany Face situation.
Yeah.
I heard what I think I just heard right now. That Adrian Andrews is actually a man. Oh, I think we've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was utmost importance. Eh? Really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well.
And now, save.
You present like Adrian Andrews
Yeah.
herself?
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what I do.
It's like you
Look
grab
at these
I was
moves!
just like you grab her, just hold her up. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelly the Killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. He has nice boobs.
Why would you say that?
But because you have made one very big slip up about her.
So what is the issue?
Very big.
Ooh.
What did you say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person,
You wouldn't be able to forget!
one look would have told you she is a fucking woman.
Oh! Look, it just explodes.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? You see, Honor, there are more than one gender.
There's two genders, men and menant. Everybody. There's only one gender and we all have to share. Mom says it's my turn on the gender.
I think it's a repair meeting, yeah. Now, he always meets face to face with clients when taking their request. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Maze Adrian Andrews.
What are you sweating, gravy?
I thought it was oil.
How much oil do you put in the radio?
None!
Too much.
Color is so weird.
Hello, sorry, play Mario 3D All-Stars.
No problem.
A fine judge of your time.
However, when the assassin makes such a basic bitch mistake,
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Adrian!
Unluckily for Mr. DeKiller, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? He just assumed her gender? What is going on? Shelly the Killer!
You come in this room right this instant.
You think a guy named Shelley would maybe be a little more careful about this kind of shit?
This court demands an explanation.
Why the heck's Justin dressed like that? Because I'm Phoenix Wright, look at that.
Yeah.
It's just,
He'll
it's
stab you
only
with his
Dustin you're
spikes.
questioning, I see.
Jen, he doesn't know you that well. He just thinks that's how you dress all
Oh,
the
I
time.
Okay, alright. Yep. Cool,
I just got back from Temple, hon. I like that. Snap, snap. That was great. How are you not doing that all night?
It's funny that I'm dressed as Phoenix when I'm doing every voice except Phoenix.
That's right.
I think somehow
Dewey way.
I must have mixed up this client for another.
Oh, Oh, she's Maya. How very observant of you.
So does that mean you remember something different now? Yeah,
I
yes.
remember this one.
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
Yeah, I know he's just gonna spit out more lies.
You want that. You want him to keep lying.
Yeah, I know. Very well, but this time, please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah, that'll work this time.
Yes, now I remember I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of one corridor and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a murderer.
Took this job through a letter. Can't mention anything about a letter earlier in his testimony. Means he's definitely lying.
Careful, Phoebe.
Huh?
Break the assassin's testimony completely. It's over for us.
I know. I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. No matter how strong.
Little heart, guys.
Yeah.
Well then, let's begin the cross-examination. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Alright.
Hold it. But didn't you just say you always meet your clients?
Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible.
Did you meet your client this time?
No, I did not.
Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse.
Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
I can go much silkier. Alright then. Just cough it up and confess. Right, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words.
Committed to killing this guy.
For lawyers, if you behave like one, present evidence instead of mindlessly. Well then, can we prove that Mr. the Killer met with his client? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Your line of questioning was just another waste of time.
Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong.
Oh, I see what you did there, you asshole. And why could you not meet certain clients?
Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities.
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? You have to mail in a special insulated envelope?
Ah, I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email.
Game was made in 2002. This is the judge would tear it hands down.
Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and I can internet.
2 or 3 other things.
Yes,
What were these other things?
a few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
Dear assassin, I need you to murder this person and my dry cleaning.
Could you pick up milk on the way back? If you get a little blood on it, that's
I
okay.
need a figurine that has a suicide note. It looks like a pump. No, it's a jewelry box with a figurine and milk. Well, heart emoji. Yours truly.
Could you pick me up a souvenir from the Gatewater Hotel?
2 or 3 other things. Like, what could lie? What should I do? should I let him slide with it? You're really bad. I push the buttons the wrong way. No. Bad. Other side. Or you didn't know Adrian Anderson.
Yeah.
He's trying a better way to do it. Vicious. Truth testimony. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once?
I did. Once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine.
Yeah, so weird.
But Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time.
Mask? Nickel Samurai mask. Right. Didn't say about this. Or do you have to go? Problems with this, the testimony.
I'm gonna save
I
it.
know that for now. Okay, this is basic. Really bad. Trivial. There are no problems with the testimony, Your Honor.
Pretty much reached the end of our road here.
Yeah, I think we're getting there.
That's exactly so bad. At the rate we're going, throwing the fly. That, or even, that'll put us in.
Oh, yeah. All I can do now is play the high tones, reach us in.
Okay, so there's this one where you can press him on that. 2 or 3 other small things, which is very suspicious. And then thought it was a man. I said I met the client once, but she was wearing a mask. Which one do you guys think?
Doesn't remember how many things she asked me after killing one or the
Yeah, let's just. All right, press further.
Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney,
Yeah?
Everything I had said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one,
Oh, wait! No! This is looking really bad! Couldn't press the look, alright, I have to think. Pursuing.
press further.
Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us the other jobs your client requested were.
if it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine,
Bear figurine!
after the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Corrida's suitcase.
And then, well, what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
Gave it to your client. Interesting. Information certainly said. That's basically what you just stated. Testimony.
As you wish.
Found this figurine at Mr. Angar's mansion. You gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there?
I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Angard, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
No.
It's no use. As long as I can't put my finger on the problem here, pressing this Here's man, Mr. Wright has no problem. I have plenty! Well then, witness please.
Find the bear figurine and to give it to Adrian Andrews. That's a good question. Look at this. That photo. Let's just push through. And, I didn't save. Alright, press. There's a contradiction.
Oh, the killer says he gave the figurine to Mr. Rose. I know somewhere in that statement there is a contradiction. Yeah. I know if I present something trivial here.
But they can want to make a strong point. Have to bring.
Right. Now what, Dr. Wright? Sim City?
Go it.
Witness, let's go over this one more time. Gave Miss Andrews their figurine. And she told you to take them there and wait for her at the Unguard Mansion. Is that correct?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
Well, I think maybe you might have to remember a few things. What? Oh, wait! Help on him! I think it's possible for Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear.
See that bear, but that's not the same bear. Yeah, I have to prove that Adrian was not. Not very. Oh, it's the bear because she would have opened it.
Jelly the killer. You're really giving the bear to Miss Andrews. And this item should not have been inside it.
There we go. This item.
You understand, I cannot see.
I see where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
Going to need some adjectives here, boys.
Where is everyone going? Do we need to pack a suitcase? Your Honor, please exact Miss Andrews' testimony.
I was gonna burn it. Very safe.
If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands. Or she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Order. Yeah, that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Oh! It's really, really fun. I want to see it more.
Order!
Ugh. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not...
That's enough! That is your intentions, and there is only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please!
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
No! Please! Not that! Please wait!
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
Yeah! Phoenix said, am I telling the class?
Yeah.
I could hear what he was saying on the radio. Several follow-up questions I should get. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand this outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is that enough?
Well, we should,
Edgeworth, he can't do this. Keep this out, Maya, she'll...
prosecution,
Well, that is cool. Over, everyone. Even you are,
the prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. Prosecution rests with no further questions, and the prosecution has failed to uphold its end.
Yep.
If that is the case, then, even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Right in the trial here, right now. Client Vanguard would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Can there be a second trial for
I ain't
that?
got all day. Miss Andrews be charged with murder.
Not
All the other crimes. she's already
conspiracy to commit murder,
committed. Yeah, that's true.
just murder.
I mean, it's stabbing dead body. I don't want to forget that. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant man on guard to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make time. Tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
Can't
You
believe
son
it!
of a bitch! The outcome now lies in your...
Hey, you! Your sister! You want her to die and join you!
Oh yeah!
Been a while, huh?
Hey, yeah. Did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide.
Orange.
But yeah. At least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Dude, he said it. He said innocent.
Ha!
Why? Why would you do this, Unguard? It's a terrible strategy.
So I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
What a weird thing to say in your evil voice.
Yeah, I
Here.
know.
Is it Unguard?
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Just ruined his own career. Yeah?
But you were gonna get away with it.
Also, you shouldn't bring drinks into the courtroom. No
Bailiff,
outside drink.
tackle him. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life?
You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay?
But if I did that, Maya will die. He's basically Mel Gibsoning right now.
A little
But
bit.
if I say she's innocent, get to the crazy eyes. Then Miss Andrews will be charged as a murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? That is the question. Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. Fred, it all hinges on what I choose.
Spoiler alert, it's not gonna matter.
What? Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. The person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews. And your giggling client, Mr. Matt Ongard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer's gonna say what I want. Aren't you? Right?
I can't do this. But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
The heart of the evidence!
The heart of the bench. My client, Matt Ongard, is an asshole.
Oh,
Do what you
Oh.
do what's in
Yeah,
your
but I
heart,
mean-
Dustin.
fuck him. Fuck that guy. Guilty. Put him away. Sorry, Maya.
We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. You have to actually pull it up.
I'm waiting!
Matt Ongard, your client deserves an answer.
Somebody, for the love of God, what the fuck did that guy do?
Murder. Well,
You ever think about that?
yes, I have. Sorry, I'm just gonna talk to the soundboard for the rest of the
I
night.
appreciate that David is 100% with me on this.
Maya. I'm sorry.
Blech.
Blech. Fuck that guy. Phoenix Wright, 2016. What a piece of art that is. Francesca von Karma! What are you doing? Oh!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Wright?
Knock him out of the stand. Like, where's Matt Ongard right now?
This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy food.
Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them?
There's no better than to ask that Mr. Miles Edgeworth. A Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition.
Except for those 2 times you lost to me.
Don't
I'm
worry
happy
worry
with you,
about
Wright.
Toby. He's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this. I'm trying, shut up. Is that his coat?
Yeah. He took his coat, a little satchel,
Left him dead on the side of the
without a
road.
coat. That from gumshoes. I could spat his tattered rags anywhere. He's lying naked in a car accident.
I apologize for its ugly, but there was nothing else to grab the items.
Couldn't have got a box?
Nope.
Plastic bag?
And I had to carry the whip. You understand? I couldn't carry that and that at the same time.
I tied the whip to the coat and dragged it all the way to the courtroom.
Over her shoulder. And like,
It's a lady dressed like that with a hobo bindle.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the whip. I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy, disgusting coat, that piece of shit, worthless coat, are the defense's final pieces of evidence. The final evidence?
How are the spikes? Are they still good?
They're
very
looking
set.
good.
They're
looking
very
good.
set now.
Cool.
We could like put marshmallows in them and stick your head over a fire.
All right.
Trial's already over. All that remains for me is to hand down my verdict. I'm gonna get out of here. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. What?
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Ms. Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I didn't notice the spikes earlier, just thought Dustin needed to go to a wedding soon. No, I got...
Very spiky.
They're not Liberty spikes, they're Justice spikes.
Whoa! Wait till you see his eyebrow. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edwards. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here.
No more radios!
If these items do not bring up any new points, then this will not be accepted by this court.
All right, we got, let's see what's in Gumshoe's pockets. 20 packets of instant ramen
A box of Altoids.
that have never contained Altoids.
The Blue Badger! Oh, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the...
It's been in quite a rush.
Don't they also need to be accepted by the police department?
Whoa.
Technically, yes, but the prosecution works with the police, so I guess that counts.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence I'm about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle! Ah, I'm sure of it.
He has tracker. That's all we can hope for.
Stop reading my mind!
First item is a pistol.
Killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Not sure.
Yeah. I mean,
He wasn't shot.
he wasn't shot, so it doesn't really matter.
Pistol whip. Sure, there was no gun involved in this. No real benefit to hearing about it. So. Please present the next piece of evidence. Anything else?
Second piece of evidence.
I think the videotape's relevant. It's a question for more details.
Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunate. There was no time to.
Oh yeah.
But I would speculate that it's very important.
Why would you say that? Fucking assassin ran away with
Because
it.
he came back to his hideout for.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these evidence is going to be important. Item 1, a gun.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. Looks like he was trying to recover it. Three of the police officers.
My gosh!
Somehow, like they managed from the killer. Killer is no ordinary man. The last piece of evidence, Bellboy's uniform.
Uniform for the Gatewater Hotel?
I think it's just the tape.
We already knew wearing a Bellboy
I don't
outfit.
think that's going to
right?
help us much at all. Thank you very much, Ms. Von Karma. I think that's enough. You may go home now.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure we under normal circumstances, items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who is the client.
Yes, that is correct. But, as these three items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. Hey, step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to bring a VCR to examine this new evidence. Overruled. There's already all the evidence that needs to hand out a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end?
Phoenix.
I knew it. No such thing as a miracle in this world, is there?
Bitch, I'm dead!
Wrong. They do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. Come this far, you can't give up now.
But no matter how you think about it, it's.
Try, for my sake. Got it for a second. There are two ways out of this situation. First, run. John got a wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
I remember we used that tactic before. Huh.
Killer will always place the client's wishes first. On guard himself wishes convicted. Let us hostage.
I hope he can't hear us. Yeah, that might be true, but asking for me to do the impossible.
Second way. Force the killer to end his contract with On Guard.
We get to do both.
If the killer were to no longer think of On Guard as his client, let Maya go.
Yeah, that's even more impossible. He is a man who values his duty towards the clients above all else.
I know both of these seem like impossible first, but if you could make one happen, miracle.
Bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence.
The judge.
The piece is, he was, that seems really uncomfortable for both of us. He was just shown he's not accepting that.
Phoenix. On the other side. Not what's always worked for us?
Yes. Other side. Wait. Yep. You
Time
mean
to kill you.
to turn things around? Shelley the Killer, we hire you to kill Matt On Guard. Two birds, one stone.
Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, he does need it.
Person who needs evidence.
Defense, prosecution, judge. Evidence. That's how we've come to know the truth. There's one person who has yet to see not know the truth.
Yep.
That truth. What will bring about the miracle in
We call the radio to the stand.
There are no further observations, then I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
I've had it with this music! I've already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence. I am not saying it is that. It is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then you want me to show the evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, why do you ask for such compassion? I'll grant you one chance. One chance?
You get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Mom, spaghetti!
Are you saying you're not gonna miss the shot?
Please show
You're
that
not
one
throwing
evidence.
away your shot, sorry.
That's impossible. To turn this situation around in one try.
One try, that is all I will permit. I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. Think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show this evidence to? The judge! I see. And now, Oscar, what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person? What do you think, Mr. Worth?
I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Don't make him watch the tape. Alright, it looks like I managed to convince it. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence?
Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. Pretty badass.
That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
What are the contents of this tape?
I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea.
Actually, you're on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Really surprised they didn't make you like do these places.
Yeah.
I remember what
Yep. Your actions were being recorded.
What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted a camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed the camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright? Why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
There's only one reason why your client was secretly filmed the crime scene. Client once told me something very interesting. They were talking about you, and this is what they said.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer?
Aha! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks of plots of how to use people around them. Protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client.
I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
Kills him.
That obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity. I would follow that person for the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. I see. That's all I wanted to know.
So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah! Oh, I get it. Wait, what? What do you mean you get it? This was your plan, you moron! This is how we'll turn this case around.
Mr. Wright?
Yeah?
My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
It's just what I wanted!
I'm not an item!
Oh, but we're an item. Ah! I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness!
Is that how he does his hair in the morning? It's really perfect.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I'm sort of I don't quite know what just happened there with the lights and witness and Phoenix. Ah! What's that karma? Why is that Edgeworth?
She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict.
Not guilty. Mr. On guard. It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this alright with you, Mr. Ray?
Finally, we can end this long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted? No. Come on, Phoenix. Do whichever way your heart tells you.
Right, Chief. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self? Guilty?
Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you step foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it, you cannot run away from your crime anymore.
No! Guilty! 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 Guilty!
Ow.
Yeah, ow.
I instantly regret that. I forgot how sudden that is.
Yeah. I know what's coming too. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. Wait, I don't remember you helping out much in this.
Fucking old man.
Mr. Edgeworth, how's Mountain on guard?
I have left Ms. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration.
This is illegal.
I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now.
That's definitely not legal. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it?
First time I was called trial, all I felt was just
Must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. Yeah, and the crime she could. I guess he's trying to forgive him for what he did.
Yeah. It was just like, fine, fucking kill yourself. I don't care.
but
Ugh.
after that,
Do
when
it,
I was
pussy.
alone at the
Do a flip.
saw myself for who I am. Today, through you find strength, picked Matt. I felt like I'd finally been saved.
Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you started this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this time. I'm so happy. So, I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Go in jail. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. Everyone seems to be in good spirits.
And that's the most important.
That's good enough for me. That is all. Court's adjourned. Get out of here, you fucking crazy kids. I need the cafe this time.
Hell of a trial, guys.
Yeah,
You were great out there, Phoenix.
keep your arm there. What I did out there was right, wasn't it?
The first time you've not gotten your client off.
Whoa.
Well then.
You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all that, so it's really important.
That they're beating the shit out of Matt on guard with a whip right now.
You now realize that there's just something more than just getting a not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now. You can get a guilty or not guilty. There's actually two outcomes.
Phoenix, think back for a second. To the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final piece of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Oh, fuck. Now then, for Mr. Wright, flashback! This.
Guilty? Not guilty. Your choices. Your answer. Don't you want being a lawyer means?
Right.
You look so much more attractive when you look left or right. Hat on, it's a little weird.
I have good news.
Ah,
Maya is now safe in police custody. Let's click back to the thing you just did.
yeah.
It's like in...
Really?
Alright, Pearl's back! I don't have to feel so uncomfortable anymore.
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Right, Grace.
Mystic Maya is safe. That's what I was going to try. You did it, you really did it, Mr. Nick.
Ouch! Which is deceptively hard for a kid. Try.
I believed in you.
Yeah, that's true.
I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her.
Now, before your dead cousin possessed you, Raph. Thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
About earlier, Ow!
Why are you still smiling, the Phoenix Wright? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed.
It's one to no one.
And yet, you are still happy?
You know, like, we don't get, like, paid extra for a win record, right? Like, I don't think you'll ever understand Miss Von Karma. Press the button, Dustin.
How dare you!
Don't worry, she may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Maybe she should get framed for murder. Really builds character.
She'll have a meal of leather right about now. Hey, Edgeworth.
For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts.
Oh, geez.
I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless.
Shouldn't you be in jail?
But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manager, goddamn it, usual manner, and tasted my first defeat.
Well, you taste a lot at first.
But like I'd lost everything because of that.
That's right.
And then
Oh, is it me? Oh, it's not me. It's a gun.
it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy.
I like to stay
Also-
here on Saturday.
Also realized that there wasn't a chair. Couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. So I left the prosecutor's office.
D-Train needs you this fight.
Yeah.
No last fight.
And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die.
Then why aren't you dead?
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What foolish nonsense.
We prosecutors use everything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well.
Only trust.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses.
Are
The
you
truth
guys just like,
will-
you know, like just confessing all these prosecutor crimes that you commit?
Can you get my tape recorder?
Yeah.
Phoenix just writing shit down.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll watch out for that one. Taking notes for the next dirty prosecutor. Fucking Simon Blackquill. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have.
Trust. The other words that rhyme with trust. Trust.
Adjust. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch.
Yeah, we do.
But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This, I promised you.
Yes, I
The truth.
promise.
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist.
Ooh.
But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright?
I love you too.
That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. That right. This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night,
Oh.
didn't even call.
Ha! Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
That's my favorite thing to like say to like a gay couple, and I'm just like, so like which one of you is you know, the one who doesn't fucking text back? I like to leave it hanging for a bit, so they go, "Are you saying?" Oh, okay.
I was thinking about several gay couples I know, and I was like, that one, definitely that one.
Visual novel, eh?
Oh, I said that.
Don't appreciate being called out.
Betrayed. Reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with, because I believed in the things you said all those years ago.
With your giant mouth.
Oh yeah.
Blah, and your giant hands for a child. Like
Oh,
he's supposed to
yeah.
be like 10.
God.
He has baseball mitts.
And you were betrayed by your own words, and that's by 1 year ago. I decided the miles were behind him. At least that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma. I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect.
Your father's in jail, and you've already lost court case.
Miles
Shut the fuck
Edgeworth,
up.
you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. But I was an Edgeworth. Then neither am I. It's all over.
We're just gonna throw something on the ground just now.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
Go find your gumshoe. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? Somewhere out there, coatless.
I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Ah! Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
They're starting with.
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action.
Ah.
You should keep this, right?
Oh, I got you loud and clear, Edgeworth. Is that
Nick!
Jen! Maya!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Our heights are different than you imagined, isn't it?
That's about right, though, to the two of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, I knew you'd come through.
Didn't she die? No, you're thinking about Mia, not to be confused with Maya.
You got on guard and convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Mia looks like her, but a little older and a little older. Well, of course I did.
We interrupt this sentimental reunion.
You know I would never desert you. Funk.
I don't have a lot of room. I
That's
got
okay.
a,
Oh, look,
I
Clarence.
got a wingspan, guys. No. Maya's back and Wright has a whip. I don't like where you're going with that, Bad Guy 5.
And those bees. But we're short pressed our luck this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I'd just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Burley.
Use the traumatize your young cousin. Is it really that easy to do something like that?
I mean, yeah.
See, Pearl
Thanks
just be
a
like,
lot, Nick.
don't mention it.
Fuck is hero request? No idea. We have a lot of stuff turned on, and I don't know what most of them do.
We'll figure it out. We need to.
Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. I need a cheeseburger.
No, where are we going?
Food, Nick. Food. Grub. Chow. I'm starved.
Literally
So
starved!
hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick.
I suppose it'd be like most cartoons. I would look at him, and he'd look like a big steak, and then he'd look at me, and I would look like some kind of brownie sundae, and we'd chase each other around the island trying to eat each other, and then like at some point my foot would look like a sandwich, and I'd put salt on it and try to eat it. It's like, oh, it's my foot!
Make it about Nick's puns.
Hey, Stinko Man.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
If you insist.
Oh, man. Alright, how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Hydrate or dihydrate? Doesn't really count because it's 7-Up. Do you want any?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta celebrate your win.
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in my way of gourmet food. We're going out for steak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like 7 in a row, dude. We're drinking. We're drinking.
7, 5.
Ugh.
So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Come on, Nick. Food.
There you go.
You did it. Now get 6 more.
Let's see what I can do. Whew. The whole bottle in one shot.
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Gumshoe! Are you alright? You're coatless. I don't like it.
Yeah,
That's cold, actually.
but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things.
What are the 3 sharks doing on your head? Da-da-da. Telephone pole. It wasn't a red light that got him.
You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
Now looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor, don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Wright too hard? You don't start being a lot nicer to him, you might just kick it. Tonight even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now you can be hard on me.
Well, come on now, everybody gather around. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Now I've seen your pictures. Looks like Lana bought herself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Well, you know, it's, Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket.
4th item.
Oh, come on, y'all. It's over. Ooh, boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never dull moment with you, huh?
You think?
Next time, you gotta do the murder. Why did you look so happy about that?
You shut away for 2 whole days. Were you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
Oh no, is Lotta the murderer?
It's the 3rd.
Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours?
This is short for a lot of murder.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went.
It's in his pocket.
Aw, that's too
We
bad.
figured this out.
Well, it's alright. Well, it wasn't important anyway. It wasn't important anyway.
It's sure nice to finally see them both smiling again. What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing's picking something up. Ah, that's Miss Von Kammer's receiver. Oh, thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
What?
Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything yet.
You've eaten way too much of your blood.
I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Oh,
You have to go-
wait!
I have to go back to work at 6 p.m.
I know.
after going through a trial that lasted 3 extra hours.
I love.
What?
I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right?
But I feel like words aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. A gun!
The web.
I'll give him the teddy bear.
Give him the giant bear. This is what I think of you.
His dick. Wait, hang on.
You have no idea what to present.
I think it's the badge, right?
Stanger's like, let me look this up. We can kill if we want to cheat.
Give him himself.
That would be his favorite thing.
His feet.
Nope. I also like,
Yeah, there-
I wonder who it is. Couldn't be that guy. It's the whip after all. What's this?
Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her.
You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
I had a job for you. Oh no!
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick.
Fuck.
Hey, Mystic Maya. Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean.
Wrong ship.
Pearly! Will you cut it out already? He's gay!
Anyway. So, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm, kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, you see.
There is?
And I just bought myself this good old beauty here.
Say what?
It'd be better be anyhow for $3,000.
What?
Aren't you an undergrad?
Don't worry about it.
Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all.
What?
Isn't this great, Mr. Nick?
It's for her OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Oh
Nick.
no.
A lot of fans. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming?
Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal, time to let it all out.
This is gonna be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all.
All right then, if you say so. Objection!
We did it, everybody. I want them Dustin Wright picks. Well, that madness is over. We finished the game, you guys.
Yeah, you wait till the third game.
I'm excited.
I'm so happy you could say I'm so happy for you. I think it's something about the different, so I sort of made a reservation for you too.
Well, I think Edgework has already left.
They took a reservation to a
I
honeymoon
know.
suite from a child?
That's why I was like, what?
I think maybe she went to the desk and they're like, okay, sure, sweetie, and didn't actually
Looks
punch
like
anything
I'm
in.
back on the force again somehow. Mr. Edgeworth did no tough shit. That's right, hey, I'm going bad for all of society. You can hit more telephone poles.
Maybe she was channeling Mia. Oh no.
I mean, I like.
Well, that would be Mia, but would have to go along with it.
I guess Phoenix could date both of them. I forgot about you.
Oh, she's in the first
Give me the
trial.
Maggie Bird voice. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. I'll bring smiles and joy to people who come to restaurants, sir. I can't remember. I think it was you.
Yeah, I think so.
But just
Yeah. I was trying to think of like,
one of my favorite pun names.
yes.
That's you.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient? I'm Director Hottie. Recently, yeah, this girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yeah. But I remember, if I even so little as an eye on her, I would go crack. It didn't matter if I got a whip, though. No.
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I need to
Kiki Magoo. Oh, yeah. Where's your max?
It's time to begin our quest of World Circus domination, sweetie, and to let the known world know me serious, I meant the fuck.
Zimbabwe. Hey, Max. What do you think Zimbabwe's like? Think there are castles made of cake and puppies who can talk?
I think if there were any talking bunnies, even they wouldn't laugh at those jokes.
The fuck was that dialogue?
Yeah, the circus one, yeah.
Yeah, man, they were talking about me. Yeah, there you go. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going to be more contemporary with my humor. Mo curls represent.
We got our new act all worked out. Prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will ya? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it. This drat, it's just an ordinary electric razor recharging on his stand. I can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? Ah, but it's Edgy Pooh's idea, so it means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? I was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me Queen Wendy and treat me like loyalty. And any man who hasn't heard about this is going to feel the pain at my heel. Yes, I'm going to burn. And speaking of burn, playing with fire is very dangerous. And because of that, 3 of the warehouses where they stored the scenery will burn right down and cause a huge stink that...
He's so fucking exhausting.
Glad you got that. That was impressive. Oh, interesting.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all.
Hey now!
I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Shoot your shot, Von Karma.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with longevity. Oh god, it's gonna explode.
Shinji Mikami! I know him! That's Mr. Resident Evil.
Oh boy, big moment here.
Follow me on Twitter. Is that Edgeworth?
I think so. Where are you going, Francesca?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. Filthy, drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going into trash, I promise you.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off from the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
Things?
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
Put it in here? It doesn't matter any. This case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be a Manfred von Karma's daughter.
Francisca?
So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. Failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. I was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But I'm no genius.
You don't have a whip anymore. Your crack noises are meaningless. Like,
But I had to be. Had to.
You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown up my whip away. Can't be a
Again,
prosecutor without a
you
whip.
don't need that to become a... You know what? Never mind. Here you go. Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you?
yeah, I sure did.
I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply on what you should be striking down with that whip.
Adrian Andrews.
Haven't you? A bit. Always left me alone and walked on without me. Miles Edgeworth. Voice. And then, finally my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then Princess Girl, you left behind whatever isn't higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
Sorry, kid. I see.
Oh. Can't change who I am. Can't throw away everything. Okay.
I believe you can. Just
Yes.
like how Adrian Andrews did. Okay, you're really shipping this hard, aren't you?
Adrian Andrews?
Why? What did she say? Have you talked to her? You're going to use her during the trial, right?
And after.
But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today you chased after me after I'd left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisco von Karma.
No.
Oh no.
I am Francisco von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
Norman, she cries. Oh no, the plane. It's not gonna make it at that rate.
At that frame rate?
Whoa.
I'm sure we'll meet again
Oh,
in
don't
battle.
do that game. Not good enough.
Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you,
Or I could send it to you.
I'll take good care of this fourth piece. So I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
Yay.
That's super cute.
No wonder he wants to keep it.
Oh, was that Francisco talking? I forget.
I thought it
Yeah,
was Edgeworth,
I
but-
forget too. I think they were both leaving the airport. I don't remember. Whatever.
You like to save? Look at that. That there. Alright, we
Yeah.
finished that one in 2019. We finished that one in 2020. You know what 2021 means? Trials and tribulations. A game I have
Hell
not played.
yeah! I'm excited.
So,
There's some wacky shit in this one.
woo! Probably start that, I don't know, a month or two.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I have no idea what we're streaming Saturday yet. Hey, you guys can suggest them. Not like it won't be that nice. It felt joyous. Ah. Woo, the Trick Tower stream. I don't have that here. Oh.
Skipping Saturday after New Year's? I don't know, were we?
I didn't think so. Why? You want us to? Ah,
Yeah, it's like the second.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Got a couple days and well, I'll film it.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's been a fun journey. I've had cosplay friends. Yeah. A weird court case come to the end. Why not Pokemon?
Not a bad idea.
We could do a long
Yeah,
Pokemon. And we made like a 5-hour run at that. That'd be pretty.
Yeah. I'd have fun with that.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna knock down everything.
Yeah.
Clean
All
that
those
list
is
off.
boom, 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 boom. Earthbound, don't talk about it. Boom, boom, boom. Everything else.
Now you have to do the thing.
Yeah, do what thing? Oh! Just keep pointing. I'm getting there. All right, we're done.
Bye!